Welcome to Spider Sports Cave. I was having an interesting debate today with one of my co-workers. We started talking about how athletes are being paid too much and how coaches are being paid too much. And it brought me to ask him one question. I said, if your boss came to you today and said, hey, I want to give you a raise. I want to give you a promotion. I want to put more money in your pocket. I looked at him dead in his eyes and I said, would you take it? He looked at me without thinking twice about it and said, you damn right, I'm going to take that money. And it went against everything that he had in his debate. So I asked him again, do you feel like athletes and coaches are being paid too much? And it made him start to think. Athletes and coaches are doing exactly what they love to do on a day-to-day basis, just like you are at your job. You on your job, you love what you're doing, you're not going to turn down a payday. You're not going to turn down a promotion. You're not going to turn down an award or a reward just because you or others may feel as if you're not worth that amount of money that you're getting. You're not going to do it. Now that brings me to the debate that we was having, at work. We was talking about John Gruden. He argued me tooth and nail that John Gruden was not worth 10 years, $100 million. And I said, why do you feel he's not worth that amount of money? He said, well, let's look at it. He's a barely above 500 coach when he was coaching with one Super Bowl. That was his whole debate. And he's not worth 100 million. And I say, you know what? You make a very valid point. He was barely above 500, and he only had one Super Bowl. The victory, that is. And then I said, as a sports commentator, he makes almost $7 million a year. So over a 10-year mark, that's around $70 million. The Oakland Raiders had to pay what he was worth for his services. If you look at what he's done in the stretch that he's been away from football as a head coach, he's been much involved as a commentator. He has the inside scoop on absolutely every team and every player. He knows everyone's weaknesses. He knows everyone's strengths. Because he's got the opportunity to sit back and analyze the game. And on top of all of that, the reason why he's offered 10-year, $100 million is because they can afford it. Just like you on a daily basis. You go out and purchase things that you want because you can afford it. Now you take that mentality and translate it over to business. In business, you're going to pay for something that you can afford. Something that you think that's going to bring you back value. That's what the Oakland Raiders did. The Raiders felt John Gruden can take the fact that he sat back for these years, analyze the game, know everyone's strengths and weaknesses, and they paid him the money to come over and use that to bring the Oakland Raiders a Super Bowl. Me, I think within the next 3-4 years, the Oakland Raiders will be Super Bowl champions.